Let's not forget the drip today, yeah? Are you man seeing the drip today? Oh my god, velourting. Whoo, whoo. Listen, get involved, yeah? Fashion line coming soon. So, one word to summarize 2020. Shambolic. Peak. What the hell happened there? It literally just went January, February, March, April, December. It was done. I'll be honest with you guys, I had big plans for this 2020. I thought to myself, I'm going to push myself into channels that I know are going to pay dividends over the next coming decade. Now, the problem that I had was that I wanted to learn too many things. I wanted to learn Spanish, I wanted to learn how to code, I wanted to start up a business for myself, I wanted to go to the gym 4 times a week, I wanted to incorporate half an hour worth of reading into my day. Now, the problem with that was that I wasn't consistent with doing all those things at once. Now, I didn't fail in all the things that I set out to do. I do still read half an hour a day. I think it's really good to actually wake up and just read straight away, because if you learn something new at the start of your day, it actually gives you that jump start and a little bit of motivation to actually keep learning throughout the day, especially if it's the first thing that you do. Now, another thing that I managed to do was I actually managed to start on my very own charity campaign. If you haven't seen the video yet, here it is. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Whilst you're there, you might as well drop a subscribe as well. Now that that's out of the way, in terms of actually going to the gym and working out 4 times a week, I found that pretty difficult because of the pandemic. I got into a good flow state at the beginning of the year, all the way up until March, and then it hit mid-March and everything shut down. I found it very difficult to make the adjustment into doing home workouts because I really want to get swole. Swole is the goal for me right now. I've been eating a decent amount, but doing HIIT exercises at home really just burnt a load of those calories that I was trying to maintain. What I wanted to do was have a strong bulk. I wanted to go and hit some heavy weights and just tear the muscle fibers and then just help growth, just constantly growing, building. Unfortunately, you can't do that at home because you're only really doing calisthenic exercises, so that was a bit difficult. Now, in terms of learning Spanish, I done alright. I have a friend that is Spanish. She's pretty good. The way she describes my Spanish in football terms is I have a defense and I have an attack, but I don't have a midfield. So technically she meant that I can't really build up play, so I can't construct my sentences together really well. And my grammar's terrible. Terrible in English, to be fair, but in Spanish it's even worse. Now, what she suggested to me was to download an app called Duolingo. She said go and buy a textbook, but she said the most important thing is actually just speaking it. Speak what you learn. At the end of the day, you're gonna make mistakes, so you might as well just carry on just making those mistakes and you'll just eventually learn. And she was really supportive and actually trying to help me do that. And big shout out to you, Sophia, appreciate it. I actually forgot to talk about learning how to code. Now, it started off really well. I incorporated it at least once during my week, but I found it very difficult to really be consistent in terms of the learning. So when I did get something right and I learned a new thing, 2 to 3 weeks time, I would have forgotten that thing. So with some of the mistakes that I would make, they would just be reoccurring. So my progress level kind of plateaued a little bit. So I kind of gave up, which I shouldn't have done. I should have actually tried to find a new source of education, maybe going on YouTube, maybe actually finding somebody that really knows what they're doing and talking to them and showing them my code, etc. But moving on to 2021. It's all good to check the past, but at the same time, it's not going to change. The only thing you can affect is your future. Now, looking at 2021, I want to build my accountability. Where I kind of set myself out to do all these things, I really want to be disciplined and find myself to be accountable for the things that I set out to do. I found that going to the gym, it is a lot easier to have a partner. When you have a partner, it makes things so much easier because you're motivated by somebody else. I'm energized, I'm extroverted, so I get energized by other people. I'm not somebody that is self-motivated like that. Well, I am to an extent. But you know when you see somebody else pumping some weights and really pushing themselves, for me, that motivates me more than if I was in the gym by myself and kind of just, you know, just doing flies like with like 6 kgs. Like, it's pathetic. And finally, I am gonna be dedicating myself to making this YouTube channel the best thing that you guys have ever seen. I told you guys I want to spread a positive message. I want people to smile when they look at this channel. At the end of the day, life is short, you know? Life is not something that you should be taking for granted at any time. Now, if you guys want to get involved, don't forget to like and subscribe. Obviously, leave me a comment and stuff below if you want to give me some sort of constructive criticism on where I can be doing better. But I really appreciate you guys taking the time to go and watch this, and have a good evening, guys. Take care.